Good evening, children.
Good evening, ma'am.
Good evening. Can I have all your videos turned on? Blur the background, children. Kindly turn on your videos. If there is a wall or like in the case of Meera or Hitesh, if there's a wall behind, you don't have to blur your video. You understand? When you have to blur the video, you know. I don't have to explain that.
Using tab, ma'am, so I can't able to blur the video.
Who's that?
Ma'am, I'm Meera.
Yeah.
Ma'am, I'm using in tab, so there is no option for changing the background.
No. Your background is absolutely fine. That's what I was telling. In your case and in the case of Hitesh, it's fine. There's just a wall behind.
Okay, ma'am.
It's fine. It's fine. Yeah. Tarun Murali is always in the dark, and you know, I can't figure out. You're scaring me. Okay. Yes. Murali Krishna, Ananya, and Rajeshwari, kindly turn on your videos. All right, children. So have we completed the graph homework given to you?
Yes, ma'am.
It'll be better if there's no movement in the background, children. Yeah. So we are ready. Draw the graphs of these equations and find the area of the trapezium made by these lines in the fourth quadrant. Now I'll just unshare my screen because I want to know if your graph lines are right. So I'll just unshare my screen and share it again. I've unshared my screen. You cannot see my screen now. Yes, children. Now tell me, where do the lines cut the x and y axis? Just tell me the points. Or let me ask you this question. Does one line cut the x-axis between, I may be wrong, so say yes or no. Does one of the lines cut the x-axis between 3 and 4? Yes, does one of the lines cut the x-axis between 3 and 4? Yes or no? Why no answer?
Is this for the fourth sum or the third one?
Third one. Oh, sorry, fourth one. I think 1, 2, 3, we already did it in the class, right?
I'm fourth one.
Yes, ma'am.
If you want, you can.
Fourth,
It's going too long and fourth.
homework.
Mama, it's
So let me
11th multiplication, but it's going.
let me finish and then you let me finish. Wait for me to finish and then you can start talking. Yes, Pranav. You want
Fourth
to
question I cannot complete. Going still 11th, 14th multiplication.
What about Kanishka?
Ma'am, actually, I didn't saw the video yet, ma'am.
You did not?
I didn't see the video yet, ma'am. I didn't complete it. I need to complete it last one.
Okay. Yes, tell me. Disable your mic if you're not talking. Does one of the lines pass through 3 and 4? No answer. Does it pass through 4 and 5?
For me, passes between 5 and 6.
Okay, so one of the lines cuts the x-axis between 5 and 6. And where does that same line cut the y-axis?
Between -5 and -6.
Between -5 and -6. So you're right. Ananya has got one of the two lines correct. One of the two lines cuts the x-axis at, one of the two lines cuts the x-axis between 5 and 6, and the y-axis between -5 and -6. So if your line is passing through 5 and 6 in the x-axis and -5, -6 on the y-axis, your graph line is right. The other line, Ananya, the other line?
It cuts the x-axis exactly at 8 and y-axis between -8 and -9.
Between -8 and -9.
Yes, ma'am.
Right. Okay, since I'm not getting many responses, let me show you the graph. So you check for yourself. See how I made the table. I've forgotten to write the equations on it. Let me write it now. X minus y is equal to 8. So this one is x minus y is equal to 8. Have I written it anywhere? No, I have not. I've forgotten to write. 3x minus 3y is equal to 16. See, I'm struggling to find the pointer. That's what I'm doing. 1 minute. Yeah, so this is 3x minus 3y is equal to 16.
Isn't the line at the top 3x minus 3y equal to 16?
Really? Okay, 1 minute. Let me just check. Okay. X minus y is equal to 8 cuts the x-axis at 8, 0. Oh, yeah. Correct. You're right, Ananya. Yes, x minus y is equal to 8 is this one. X minus y is equal to 8 is this one. And this one is 3x minus 3y is equal to 16. So, yeah, thank you, Ananya. Ananya, I have a question for you. Now, you said x minus y is equal to 8 cuts the y-axis between -8 and -9, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Now, when x is 0, what is the value of y you're getting? When x is 0, substitute. When x is 0, what is the value of y? 0 minus y. X minus y is equal to 8. 0 minus y is equal to 8. Minus y is equal to 8. Y is equal to -8. That means when x is 0, y is -8. So the line should cut the y-axis at exactly this point. It cannot be between -8 and -9 because see, it passes through this point. It cuts the y-axis at this point, 0, -8. That is when x is 0. On the y-axis, we know x is 0. On the y-axis, we know x is 0. So when you take x is 0, you can find the corresponding value of y. So 0, -8. When x is 0, y is -8. So 0, -8 is this one. So that means that line should pass or cut the y-axis at the point 0, -8. So maybe while joining, no, you might have plotted the points correctly. While connecting the 3 points, maybe there was some error.
Yes.
Yeah, children, Yeah, children, the table, because for x minus y is equal to 8, children, I don't think there must have been any trouble in making the table or in getting the graph. This equation, this 3x minus 3y is equal to 16. So here you might have struggled a little. So see here. Because the denominator is 3, you cannot get an exact value. See, 5 1 by 3 is 5.33333. So that's difficult to locate on a graph paper. So when it's like that, you should mark 5.3. That's all. See, the denominator is 3. The denominator is 3. So you cannot get an exact value. You cannot get a value like 5.2, 5.3, 5.4. No. So this is 5 1 by 3, which is 5.3 recurring. So just see, you will say why not 5.4? Okay, you mark 5.4. Doesn't make much difference, but 5.3 will be more appropriate because 333 recurring is 5.3. So like that, children, sometimes you might not get exact values that can be plotted on the graph paper. Then you have to go with the approximate values which we get here, like 5 1 by 3. So what are the values I've taken? When y is 0, I have written x in terms of y. X is equal to 3y plus 16 by 3. I have written x is equal to 3y plus 16 by 3. Now when y is 0, the value of x is 5 1 by 3. Now I'll tell you why I have taken y as minus 16 by 3, because it's 3y, okay? It's 3y plus 16. It's 3y plus 16. So I've, I calculated the value and then I've taken it. So now when the fraction has 3 in the denominator, see, like 3 and 3 can get cancelled. It's 3y. I want to give a value for y with denominator 3. And also, if the numerator is minus 16, this 3 and 3 can get cancelled. Minus 16 plus 16 is 0, and 0 by 3 is 0. 0 by 3 is 0. So consciously, after calculating, it's not by fluke that I've taken this value, minus 16 by 3. Not by fluke. I calculated. I have x is equal to 3y plus 16 by 3. So now I'm trying to get the numerator as 0, 0 by 3. 0 by 3, so 0. So when can the numerator be 0? What should be the value of y so that the numerator is 0? So y should be first, y should have the denominator 3. Then only 3 and this 3 can get cancelled. So we fix the denominator. Numerator, since we have a plus 16 here, if it's minus 16 plus 16 will be 0. So like that, we guess the value. So like that, I've taken y is equal to minus 16 by 3. I've written in bracket, children, minus 5 1 by 3. Don't get confused. In bracket, I've written the fraction minus 5 1 by 3. Minus 16 by 3 or minus 5 1 by 3. I've just written its mixed fraction in the bracket. So this value minus 16 by 3 is taken after calculating. See, first when y is 0, when y is 0, x is equal to 5 1 by 3. So when y is 0, be very careful when you fill it in the table. When y is 0, x is 5 1 by 3. When y is 0, then next, when y is minus 16 by 3, I explained why I took minus 16 by 3. So when you write in place of y, when you use minus 16 by 3, 3 cancels. Minus 16 plus 16 is 0. 0 by 3 is 0. So what is 0? X is 0. X is 0. For what value of y? Minus 5 1 by 3. That is minus 5.3. Again, I calculated. So like now, what I want to do is, since the denominator here is 3, I want a multiple of 3 in the numerator. Are you listening to me? Children?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So children, here now, For the third pair, see here. Now, this one denominator is 3, okay? What is the first value? We took y is 0. First value we took y is 0. So 3 into 0 is 0. 16 by 3, which is 5 1 by 3. So when y is 0, x is 5 1 by 3. When y is 0, x is 5 1 by 3. Okay, we're done with one value. Now for the next one, I wanted the denominator to, sorry, I wanted the numerator to become 0. I wanted the numerator to become 0. So 0 by 3 is 0. I wanted the numerator to become 0. So if the numerator has to become 0, then the value of x should, the value of y should be minus 16 by 3. 3 into minus 16 by 3 plus 16 by 3. 3 cancels. Minus 16 plus 16 is 0. 0 by 3 is 0. So when y is minus 16 by 3 or 5 1 by 3, minus 5 1 by 3, the value of x is 0. X is 0, children. Don't write the values carefully. X is 0. X is 0. Y is minus 5 1 by 3. All right. Next, now see, you can plan. This is how I have planned. You may have different plans. So based on my plan, maybe you will get different ideas. Next, I wanted the numerator to be a multiple of 3. Why a multiple of 3? Because the denominator is 3, no? The denominator is 3. So I want a multiple of 3 in the numerator. I want a multiple of 3 in the numerator. So what I do, if I should take denominator 3, then only this and this will get cancelled. Now 16 minus 4 is 12, right? And 12 by 3 is 4. See, just watch this. You can just write it like this. 3x is equal to 3. I don't know what to write. Plus 16 by 3. Just write it like this. X is equal to 3 into, I don't know what value I should give for y, plus 16 by 3. Now let me write by 3 here. So this and this will get cancelled. Now 16 minus 1 is 15. So you can take minus 1 by 3 also. Yes or no? Because 16 minus 1 is 15 by 3 is 5. You can take that. Or 16 minus 2 is 14. 14 by 3, no, we don't want. And if you take minus 3 by 3, 16 minus 3 is 13. 13 by 3, we don't want. So I have taken 4. You can even take minus 1 by 3. So I'm saying, see, when you don't know, just write x is equal to 3 into y plus 16 by 3. Denominator 3 here for y. What should be the suitable value in the numerator? So I have taken minus 4. Minus 4. So 16 minus 4 is 12. 12 by 3 is 4. So the value of x, when x is, that is when y is minus 4 by 3. I've written the mixed fraction in the bracket, minus 1 by 3. The mixed fraction in the bracket. When y is minus 1 by 3, the value of x is 4. So like this, we make the table, and this one is 5.3. This is minus 5.3. This is minus 1.3. When you plot, you should plot 4, minus 1.3. Minus 5.3, 5.3. Okay, please try. If you have not completed this graph, because you were not able to complete the table, take a screenshot. So this can be an idea. You can try some of the values. Or maybe I'll give you time to try. Those of you who have not tried this one, please make a note of this table quickly.
Ma'am. Ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you please explain how you got y is equal to minus 16 by 3 once again? I didn't quite get that part.
Who's this?
I'm Rajeshwari, ma'am.
Rajeshwari. Where Rajeshwari? Please ask me again which part?
Y is equal to minus 16 by 3.
This one, huh?
Yes, ma'am. How you got minus 16 by 3?
Yeah, okay. Now, this part you understood, x is equal to 3y plus 16 by 3. Is this fine? X is equal to 3y plus 16 by 3.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, I want the new, see, now the numerator can be 0 or a multiple of 3 because the denominator is 3. The denominator is 3. So what you want in the numerator, the final value which should be in the numerator can be 0 or any multiple of 3. Because if it is 0 by 3, then it is 0. If it's 3 by 3, 1. If it's 6 by 3, it is 2. 9 by 3, it is 3. So the preferred values in the numerator, 0 or multiples of 3. Is that clear? That is the value of 3y plus 16. This, when you work 3y plus 16, you should get 0. Not y is 0. When you work the value of 3y plus 16, the numerator itself should become 0. Or the numerator should be a multiple of 3 because the denominator is 3. Am I clear there?
Yes, ma'am.
Somewhat clear. Okay, now see here. Now what I'm saying is the entire value, the value of the numerator should turn 0. Why? Because 0 by 3 is 0, no?
Yes, ma'am.
Or the numerator itself, the whole of the numerator, it should become 3 or it should become 6 or 9 or 12 or 15 so that it's a multiple of 3. So now I want the numerator to become 0. I'm trying to find a value of y accordingly. I want the numerator to become 0. So if the numerator should become 0, now first thing is I must take a 3. This is the value of y. This is the value of y. First thing is for y, I should take denominator 3. Then only 3 and 3 will get cancelled. Then in the numerator, since we have a plus 16 here, Rajeshwari, I think you've enabled your mic. Disable your mic, Rajeshwari. Yeah, so since we have a plus 16 here, when we take minus 16, so 3 gets cancelled, minus 16 plus 16 is 0. So 0 by 3 is 0. So the value of y, what is in bracket is the value of y. The value of y is minus 16 by 3. Now Rajeshwari, I want the numerator to become 3. Tell me the value of y accordingly. I want to get 3 in the numerator. Okay, I want to get 6 in the numerator. I want to get 6 in the numerator. So that 6 by 3 is 3. Then what should be the value of y? How will you get 6 in the numerator? That is the value of the numerator should become 6. So for that, what I do is here I take by 3. So that 3 and 3 will get cancelled. And then I want what did I say? 6 in the numerator. I want to get 6 in the numerator. I have 16. How will that become 6? I must take a minus 10 here. 16 minus 10 is 6. And 6 by 3 is 2. So the value of y can be minus 10 by 3. When y is minus 10 by 3, x is equal to 2. You can ask me again if I'm not clear, Rajeshwari.
No, ma'am.
Or class.
It's clear, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
All right. Okay, so like this, you have to take the table and plot the values. Yeah. Okay.
Ma'am,
Yes.
ma'am, I have a doubt, ma'am.
Yeah, sure.
Ma'am, how do we got minus 4 by 3, ma'am? By fluke or?
No, you just you leave that, ma. You leave that. Now you tell me, Nandini, x is equal to what do we have? X is equal to 3 by plus 16 by 3, right, Nandini?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so x is equal to 3 into, I don't know what value to give for y. All right, this is y. This bracket is y, okay?
Okay, ma'am.
Plus 16 by 3. Do you understand this one?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, what are the what numbers you wish to have in the numerator? Definitely 0 or a multiple of 3, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You want the numerator to become 0, not the value of y. The numerator itself should become 0, or it should be a multiple of 3, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now, which multiple of 3 you wish to have in the numerator? What do you wish the numerator to become?
Ma'am, can we have 6?
6. You want the numerator to become 6. Okay. First, the first thing is there's a 3 outside here, right? So this is the value of y. We are writing the value of y here. So I will take the denominator as 3 for y. Only then this 3 and 3 can get cancelled. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Now you wanted to get 6 in the numerator. What do you have here? 16, right?
Yes, ma'am.
How will plus 16 become 6?
Ma'am, we can add minus 10.
You should take minus 10. So when the value of y is minus 10 by 3, when the value of y is minus 10 by 3, you fix the value here. You will cancel 3 and 3, and then it is minus 10 plus 16 by 3. Minus 10 plus 16 by 3, which is 6 by 3, which is 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Got it?
Oh, we should add 0 or any multiple of 3.
No, because the denominator is 3. Because the
Okay,
denominator is
yes,
3,
ma'am.
you want
The
the numerator.
multiple of the denominator.
Yeah, because 3, you have 3 in the denominator. You want the numerator to be a multiple of 3.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Okay. Okay. So like this, we, take values for y and find the corresponding values of x. And this is what, so I told you, children, 1 by 3 means 5.3. You have to plot 5.3, 0. Zero, minus 5.3 and 4, minus 1.3. From next class onwards, I will not allow, children who don't turn on their videos to the class. Rarely, it's okay. Rarely, you have some issue, it's okay. Fix your camera issues. Make sure your video is turned on throughout the meeting.
Ma'am, today I am attending in mobile, ma'am.
Okay.
Your voice is kind of breaking, so can I keep my video off in case there's a problem with the network?
Oh, okay. And Meera, adjust the lid of your laptop.
Ma'am, now
want to see you.
Ma'am, now can you see?
No, I cannot. So we cannot spend time on all this during the session, children. All of you. Any questions related to this? Please feel free to ask. Or maybe you remind me, next class again we'll take up this. We'll try to find some other values for x and y. You should remind me. See, I will tell you, then I may forget it in the next session. You remind me that we'll try to make a different table for the second equation in the next class. So plot and get the, lines. Now, we need to find the area of the trapezium. Children, see, focus in an online class is very, very important. Very important. It shouldn't, this is what I was telling the earlier class. Don't listen as if you're hearing some noise. Please focus. Understand every word I utter in the meeting. Process whatever I say in your mind. Any doubts, get it clarified. All through the meeting, you need to remain alert without getting distracted by the surroundings. So that you have to ensure. I'm doing my part. I'm doing my part. So the next thing is children see that also find the area. So make the graph and then find the area of the trapezium. Find the area of the trapezium made by these lines in the fourth quadrant. So this is the fourth quadrant. This is the fourth quadrant. This one. This is the fourth quadrant. First quadrant. First quadrant. Second quadrant. Third quadrant. Fourth quadrant. This is the fourth quadrant. So this is the trapezium. Which is the trapezium? This is the trapezium bounded by the two lines in the fourth quadrant. You can see it there. This is the trapezium. You can see the outline of the trapezium. This is the trapezium. This is the trapezium. This is a part of one line. This is the fourth quadrant. So I'm taking this one and this one. And this is the part of the other line. So this is the trapezium bounded by the two lines in the fourth quadrant. And to find the area of this portion, we'll find the area of the big triangle. See here, we'll find the area of this whole triangle. We'll find the area of this whole triangle. And from that, we'll subtract the area of this triangle, this small triangle. We'll find the area of this big triangle, half base into height. From that, we'll take away the area of the small triangle. That will give us the area of the trapezium. The area of the trapezium is equal to area of the big triangle. See, I've named the triangles. I'll show you. I've named the triangles. You can see it here. I've called the small triangle AOB. You can see here AOB. I've marked it here. And I've called the big triangle A dash OB dash. See here A dash OB dash is the big triangle. The area of this triangle is equal to half base into height. Base, see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 units. 8 units. Half into base into height. 8 units base height. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 8. 8 is height also. So this is I've taken this as the base. A dash O as the base. B dash O as the height. Half base into height. And the area of the small triangle. The area of the small triangle. AOB is a small triangle. AOB. This is a small triangle. This is a small triangle. Base. I've taken AO as the base and BO as the altitude. You can take BO as the base and AO as the altitude. So half into base into height. So you can count. Children, if this is marked in, here on the x and y axis, 1 centimeter is 1 unit. Supposing you're marked 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, then you must take the basis 50 units. Not 5, not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, like what I said earlier. No. It depends on the scale you've chosen. If your scale is x-axis 1 centimeter is 10 units. If you mark 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, then it is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 like that. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So be careful. Depends on what scale you've chosen. So if you mark 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, whatever scale you've chosen. And for the small triangle, see the small triangle. I think small triangle, I mentioned it incorrectly. If I mentioned it, I think I mentioned it incorrectly because they don't cut exactly at this point. So see here. Here till here, AO is from here. From here to here is AO. From here to here is AO. From here to here is AO. And this one is a little more than 5. We have marked it no 5 1 by 3. We have marked it 5 1 by 3 or 16 by 3, that is. So half into base 16 by 3. Height also, when you come down here, height, it's not exactly 5. It's not exactly 5. Height is not minus 5, children. Base and height are not negative. So positive value 5. It's not 5. It's a little more than 5. 5 1 by 3. So 5 1 by 3, which is 16 by 3. 5 1 by 3, which is 16 by 3. So the area of the trapezium, what is the name of the trapezium? A dash, B dash, B. It should be A. If you start from here, A dash. Okay, I've gone like this. Let me tell you what I've marked here. I'll read this one for you. A dash, A, B, B dash is the name of the trapezium. A dash, A, B, B dash, which is the area of the big triangle minus area of the small triangle. Let me zoom in. When I zoom in, I cannot annotate. So you have to help yourself see there. I won't say this graph is easy, children. It's time consuming. See, whenever we say easy, difficult, it's about the time involved in completing the answer. It is time consuming. You have to have a lot of patience till you finish the answer. Yes.
Can I take OA as 5.3 and OB as 5.3?
Yeah, okay. Fine. Nothing like you should take a fraction. Yes. A fraction, see, like fraction is more, what do I say? Appropriate than a decimal value. Because when it's a fraction, you're going to take 5.3 two times. Here I've taken the value 16 by 3, which is exactly 16 by 3, 2 times. And then only once I have divided by 3. It makes a very small difference, Ananya. I won't say you shouldn't. It's fine. You can take 5.3. You can take 5.3. You can take A and BO as 5.3 also, children. Fine. Yes.
Ma'am, we can also use trapezium formula also, ma'am.
Yeah, but it becomes difficult to find the height of the trapezium.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, the formula to find the height of your trapezium is, the formula to find the area of a trapezium. Half sum of parallel sides into distance between them. So, 1 second. Okay, yeah, tell me. Yeah, so half sum of the parallel sides into distance between them. You cannot use a scale. You should count the units. So the distance between the parallel sides becomes difficult to find. Meaning you should find this perpendicular distance. So since you cannot find the perpendicular distance by calculating like this, like we calculated the base and height, we said 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Like that, you cannot find the perpendicular height. For that reason, we don't use a formula. We find the area of the big triangle, small triangle, find the difference to find the area of the trapezium.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. See, supposing the trapezium was like this. I'm just saying, for example. Like this. Supposing. So then you can find the height. This is the height of the trapezium. So 1, 2, 3 units. Parallel sides, you can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 units. And here 1, 2, 3 units. So half sum of parallel sides into distance between them. All right, children. Okay. So that's about this graph. The answer to this graph. Please. Graph you will not have time to revise before the exam. Everything you cannot revise before the exam. Certain things when you're doing it in the class, maybe in school or the class here, or when you're trying it as homework, when it is not for a test or an exam, your mind is more relaxed. So then you spend the time and take time to do it neatly, correctly, understand why we calculate the area of the trapezium like this, and register all that in your mind. For everything, everything cannot be revised before the exam. Is it over, children?
Yes, ma'am.
Determine graphically who's finished this. Fifth one.
Ma'am, I finished. I completed, ma'am.
Then one by one. Pranav Rajan.
Ma'am, Pranav.
Okay, good. Then who else?
Ananya.
I'm Meera.
Meera has finished. Then you raised your hand. So Sneha, Harini, both of you have finished.
Yes, ma'am.
Very good. Who else?
Ananya.
Ananya. Then what about the boys? Deepika, have you finished? Only Pranav Rajan among the boys.
Ma'am, I did not complete fifth one, ma'am.
Who's that?
I'm Tarun, ma'am.
Fifth one you have not finished, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
What about 4 and 6?
Ma'am, I completed 4 and 6, ma'am.
Now, So that I really, so meaning I need to check if you've really finished 4 and 6. Take a picture of your graph and share it on WhatsApp with me now.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, you can do it even if you're on the mobile. You can take a picture. You will not leave the meeting.
Okay, ma'am.
Take a picture of your 4th and 6th graph and share it on WhatsApp right now with me.
Okay,
All
ma'am.
right. Send. Tarun, I'm waiting. Okay. No response. Fine, children. So determine graphically the coordinates of the vertices of the quadrilateral bounded by x is equal to 0. So which line represents the equation x is equal to 0?
Ma'am, y-axis. Y-axis.
Y-axis.
Y-axis. This only is x is equal to 0. Then which line represents y is equal to 0?
Ma'am, x-axis.
X-axis.
X-axis. X-axis is y is equal to 0. And 2x plus y is equal to 6. So when x is 0, what do you get when x is 0? Y is, when x is 0, y is 6. So 0, 6. 0, 6. And then when y is 0, 2x plus 0 is equal to 6. X is equal to 3. X is 3, 0. 3, 0. So your line should pass through 3, 0 and 0, 6. So this, your line 2x plus y is equal to 6 should pass through 0, 6 and 3, 0. Am I right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Your line 2x plus y is equal to 6 will pass through or will cut the y-axis at 0, 6 and x-axis at 3, 0. And then y is equal to 4. Y is equal to 4 will be a line parallel to the x-axis at a distance of 4 units above it. So like this, 4 units, no? So we'll get a line like this. Did you get this? It should cut 4 on the y-axis. All of you got this or no?
Yes, ma'am.
Y is equal to 4 means y is always 4 for any value of x. So this is the quadrilateral. Which is the quadrilateral? This is the quad. See, this is y is equal to 4. This is that 2x plus y is equal to 6. This is y is equal to 0. And this is x is equal to 0. All the 4 lines, each line should, should supply a line segment. Quadrilateral, 4 sides. Each of the sides must come from the lines given to us. This side is from y is equal to 4. This side is from 2x plus y is equal to 6. This side is from y is equal to 0. And this side is from x is equal to 0. So this is the quadrilateral bounded by the 4 lines. And the coordinates, you should give the coordinates of the quadrilateral. What are the coordinates? Who can tell me the coordinates of the quadrilateral?
Ma'am, can I?
Yes, who's that? Meera?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Yeah, tell me.
Ma'am, A, B, C, D.
Okay.
A is 1, 4.
1 minute, 1 minute. A is 1, 4.
Yes, ma'am.
A is 1, 4. Huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, this one, this is 1, 4. Is it?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am. That one A.
Okay.
And left side is B, so that is 0, 4.
Okay.
Down is C, 0, 0.
Okay.
Right side is D, 3, 0.
Very good.
And it's a trapezium.
Yeah, this is trapezium. Very good. It's a trapezium.
And the area is 12 square units.
12 square meters. So here, children, you can use the formula. Half sum of parallel sides into distance between them, because you can find all that here. Let me show you my graph. Very good, Meera.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah. See the table. Table is made only for 2 equations. Y is equal to 4 and 2x plus y is equal to 6. The others, x is equal to 0 and y is equal to 0, you don't have to make the table. So you can see I've written the equations. So you can see it here. This is y, this line is y is equal to 4. This line is y is equal to 4. This one. This x-axis is y is equal to 0. You must write that. And the y-axis is x is equal to 0. You can see it here. I've written it here. X is equal to 0. And this line, which is 2x plus y is equal to 6. You can see it here. 2x plus y is equal to 6 here. They have not asked us to shade the quadrilateral, so I have not shaded. This is the quadrilateral bounded by the 4 lines. This one. Shade only fast. So you can see the scale here. You can see the scale, and we've written the equations for the lines and the points which are plotted. All the points that are plotted. I've given the address everywhere. Okay, so coordinates, the coordinates of the vertices. The coordinates of the vertices of the quadrilateral ABCO. I've called it ABCO because O is the origin. I've not renamed that. O is the origin, right? This is the origin. So let this be O. ABCO. Or ABCO. You can see A here, B here, C here. O. ABCO is the quadrilateral. And these are the vertices of the quadrilateral. Then what is it? Give a special name. So quadrilateral ABCO is a trapezium. Give a special name. This is a question. Give a special name. It's a trapezium. Area of the trapezium ABC was equal to, these are the parallel sides. Half sum of parallel sides into distance between them. So the parallel sides, 1 unit, 1, 2, 3 units. So 1 plus 3. Sum of the parallel sides into distance between them. 1, 2, 3, 4 units. 4 units. This is the distance between them from here to here. This one. 4 units. These are the parallel sides. This one and this one are the parallel sides. So it needs a lot of patience to make, to do graph work. You need a lot of patience. And you should see to that graph always comes correctly in the first shot. If it's algebraic or arithmetic, you can just, you can strike it out and start working again very fast. Graph, you cannot do that. You spend so much time making the table and all that, you plot, and finally you're not getting the lines or something correctly. It's so difficult to go back and check where you've gone wrong and make the graph again. Difficult meaning time consuming. So you must, like tell yourself, okay, now it's graph. So let me be very, 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 patient. Let me handle the situation very patiently. Do it carefully and make sure that you get it right in the first shot. It's not easy to correct graphs. Okay. Yeah, any questions here, children? Those of you who have completed the homework must be feeling very nice. Whatever doubts you had, maybe in the process of discussing the answers, you got them cleared, or it is more clear now. Whatever you have completed. So we've answered all the 3 questions. Give a special name, trapezium. Oh, yeah, we have to find the coordinates of the vertices. Coordinates we've answered. Special name, trapezium. Area also we found. All the 3 questions we answered. Yeah, now you tell me the vertices of the triangle. Let me ask somebody. Taruni, you said you finished your graph. Tell me the coordinates. One second, children. So Tarun, if you travel, or if you are taking the class somebody's house, you must have also carried your tuition notebook with you. When you have a class.
Ma'am, yes, ma'am. Suddenly, ma'am, no, ma'am. Morning itself, I came here, ma'am. My mother and father went to out of station, ma'am, so that I can't take my notes, ma'am. I am taking notes in another notes, ma'am.
Oh.
I'm so that only, ma'am, I'm attending my phones. I can't on my camera, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So make sure you send it. You've texted me. Send it later. Please send it later.
Ma'am,
Right?
ma'am, I'll send it night, ma'am. Otherwise, I'll send it morning, ma'am.
Okay, thank you.
Okay.
Murali Krishna. Seen you at all, Murali Krishna? Yeah. Yes, Murali Krishna. What are the vertices of the triangle? Have you completed the homework?
Ma'am, no, ma'am. I taking a screenshot, ma'am. Today sign into right, ma'am.
No. 4, 5, 6 graph questions were given as homework at the last class.
Yes,
Have you
ma'am.
completed the homework?
Yes, ma'am. Today sign into right, ma'am.
Okay, you stay back at the end of the meeting, Murli Krishna, because earlier also I've asked children to share pictures of their classwork. I have not received anything from you. Let's just talk at the end of
Ma'am,
the
I
meeting.
sent it, ma'am.
No, I wanted to, yeah, I remember. Yeah, I just want to talk to you at the end of the meeting. All right.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
Yeah, please stay back, please. Yeah, who can tell me the coordinates of the vertices of the triangle?
Can I, ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, for A 3, 4, ma'am. For B -2, -4, ma'am.
Let me write on 1 minute. 1 minute. Yeah. Come again from the beginning.
For A 3, 4, ma'am.
Okay.
Ma'am, for A 3, 4, ma'am. And for B -2, 4. -1, 4.
1 comma?
1, ma'am. Ma'am, for B, -1, 4, ma'am. For C, -4,
ABC. I don't want ABC. Just tell me the coordinates. 3, 4, -2, 4. Then?
ma'am, -4, 7, 7, ma'am. 7, -4, ma'am. 7, -4, ma'am.
You're taking me
7,
for a ride.
-4. Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
Okay, now you decide and tell me, is it 7, -4 or 4, -4, 7? Okay, he's confused. Okay. Anybody else?
9, you can keep as 9, -4, ma'am, and C as -1, 4, ma'am. That water filter mixed to my book, ma'am. I can't see clearly. 9, -4, ma'am.
Okay. Yeah, anybody else wants to share?
Yes, ma'am. 3, 4 and 9, -4 are right, but the middle point, it is -1, -4.
So you are getting -1,
-4.
-4. You're getting -1, -4.
Ma'am, that only I don't know.
Oh, okay, fine. -1, -4, fine. So Ananya and Pranav, they are getting 3, 4, -1, -4, 9, -4. Let's check. Yes, I can see here. What's this? This is one vertex, which is -1, -4. Yes. This is one vertex, which is 3, 4. And this one, which is, what is this? 9, -4. Very good. See, you must prepare the table, and then sometimes what more, children, as soon as you receive your graph sheet in the exam, you will make the x-axis and y-axis. You make the table, you identify what values are needed to be plot, what values you need on the x and y axis so that you can plot the points, and then you divide the graph. I'll tell you what I mean. I'm saying as soon as you get the graph paper, don't make this line and this line, x and y axis. Don't make these two lines like this. You can make full use of the graph. You can even make the x-axis here. I'm sorry, the y-axis here and the x-axis here. If you think all the points that have to be plotted are somewhere here and here, you don't need, if you think that, you don't have any point to be plotted in the second quadrant and third quadrant, don't, just reduce that. You can make full use. of the graph of the first and fourth quadrant. So how to divide the graph depends on your table. One also, supposing it met at 11, supposing this one 10 and 11, the lines intersected at 11 comma -4. I should have made the graph again. I just escaped because I don't think I would have checked. I would have just made a graph like that. So you can see we just got it on the graph like this. So if it was 12 comma, if the lines intersected at 12 comma -4, I don't have 12 on my paper. I don't have 12, so they won't meet. On the paper, they'll not meet. So see, like 9, 10, 11, 12. Here is 12. Supposing the line, supposing like this. Here it meets. Then in your graph paper, you'll have only like this. Here, like this, you'll have. You can't make out the triangle at all. Because you don't have space, or you've not provided, there's no provision for the lines to meet in your graph paper. Yeah, so here we have to be careful. So when you make the table, when you make your XY table, just check what points have to be plotted. So here you can clearly see that we didn't need the second quadrant at all. And the third quadrant also, just for the line, just for producing the lines we wanted. So I'm saying you can just divide the graph paper even like this. You can take the y-axis here and the x-axis here, so that you get more markings on the x-axis, the positive side of the x-axis. Okay, all that you will learn when you make many graphs. All right, children. So what else should I say about this graph? You must ask me your questions. You don't have to get the same points, but like this it will be. So you can see, excuse me, you can see the scale. I've written the equation. These are the equation here. All the points plotted. So this side is a part of this line, 2x minus y minus 2 is 0. This side is a part of y plus 4 is equal to 0. And this side is a part of 4x plus 3y minus 24 is equal to 0. The triangle should have segments of the three lines. Okay.
Ma'am?
Yeah.
Ma'am, there are like two triangles forming now, ma'am. That little triangle is in the top and the x and x-axis only now, ma'am. Only x-axis there's a triangle forming now, ma'am. Also, you can take that also now, ma'am.
Equation.
3, 4, 2, 1, 0, 6, 0, ma'am.
Oh, okay. Nice question. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so Pranav Rajan says, why not this be the triangle? Why not this? Who can say why not this?
Because it is not formed with the third side is not formed with the x-axis. It is supposed to be formed by the equation y plus 4 equal to 0.
Yeah, correct. Pranav, this side is a part of this line. This side is a part of this line. But this side should be a part of this line. But no, you have taken some line of your choice, which is the x-axis. Y is equal to 0. This triangle is not bound. It's bounded by these two sides and some other line, which is the x-axis, not the line y plus 4 is equal to 0. Yeah?
Understood, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, but that's a nice question. Because this side is not a segment of any of the three lines. This is not a side of any of the three lines. This is a different line, which is the x-axis. Y is equal to 0. Kanishka is having fun. Kanishka. Okay, children, any more questions? Children, any questions? Am I audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, class, use the emoji. Raise your hand. Hitesh, Pranav Rajan, Ananya, E. Tarun, Tarun Mulli, Nandika. Oh, sorry. Nandini, Meera, Deepika, Shreyas. Shreyas, you're there. I can't make out. Murli Krishna, Rajeshwari, Sneha Harini. Okay. All right. Good, children. So, you know, if I do 20 graphs, I think I've conveyed all that I wanted to say about graphs in these 6, graph verbs. One second. Yeah, using these six, graphs, we discussed enough about equations, how to make the table, and what are the requisites of a graph? What are mandatory to be shown on the graph paper? The scale, writing the equation on the lines, and the points plotted, the address of the points plotted. So though we've just done 6 graphs, I've shared all that you need to make any graph. Whatever be the information given, you have sufficient knowledge to make any graph. Anything else you want to ask, children? Okay.
Ma'am, I have doubt in this one, ma'am.
Yeah. Yes.
My graph is wrong, ma'am. But I have intersected, ma'am, 3, 4 is there, ma'am. -1, -4 is there, ma'am. But 9, -4 I didn't have. I didn't get
So,
it.
-4 you have not plotted, but the lines need there. No, see here. These are the vertices that we even have not plotted. See here, the 3 lines, they meet at this point, and this point. Those points you might have not plotted, but you can read the address. What's the address of this point? 3, 4. That is one vertex. Then what's the address of this point? I have not plotted this point, but I can get the address of this point -1, -4. And similarly, I can get the address of this point. What is it? It's 9, -4. No, do you understand the triangle to be shaded, Sneha?
Ma'am, I am Harini, ma'am.
Oh, Harini. Harini, do you understand the triangle to be shaded, Harini?
Yes, ma'am.
No. Okay. Do you agree with the triangle which I have shaded here?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So your doubt is the vertex which I'm talking about. See, these are the vertices. This is one vertex. Second vertex. Third vertex. You are saying you have not plotted 9, -4, correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Even I have not plotted. Because this is a vertex, I found the address to be 9, -4. No, and one more thing is a vertex, we don't have to. This question is only about shading. You don't have to write the vertices. See here, we are just talking about the vertices. The question is only to shade the triangle. When you have to shade the triangle, simply shade and leave it. Don't write the vertices. We are about the vertices. No, there is still some confusion. I don't know. I can help you if you can just come out with your question again.
Ma'am, I think I have done it wrong, ma'am. 4x plus 3.
No, you share your graph on WhatsApp, Harini. Let me go through that and then we'll discuss on WhatsApp. Okay. Any homework? Oh, no, so far we only discussed the answers to the homework given in last class. All right, children. So now we are about to start word problems from the stable linear equations. We're done with graphs. Okay. Look at this question. 8 chairs and 5 tables for a classroom cost 10,500. While 5 chairs and 3 tables cost rupees 6,000. Find the cost of each chair and that of each table. Somebody's mic is enabled. Disable your mic. So we say let the cost of one chair be rupees X. Let the cost of one table be rupees Y. Now, what are the equations? One chair X rupees. 8 chairs will be 8X rupees. Here, 8
Plus
chairs.
8x plus 5y equal to 10,500.
Yeah.
Second is 5x plus 3y is equal to 6,450.
Very good. So one chair costs X rupees. One chair costs X rupees. So 8 chairs, 8X. One table, Y rupees. 5 tables, 5Y.
5y.
The total cost, so you should add both, is 10,500. So this will be one equation. So if you have to express that in words, see here. Cost of 8 chairs plus cost of 5 tables is equal to rupees 10,500. So 8x plus 5y is equal to 10,500 is the first equation. Write down, children, quickly. All right, now solve the two equations and tell me the values of x and y. Yes, what are the values of x and y?
Ma'am, x is equal to 750.
Which method you use to solve? Which method have you adopted?
Elimination, ma'am.
Elimination method. Okay, and x is equal to 750, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
What about the value of y?
1 minute, ma'am. I'm working on it.
Yeah, good. Continue. You can solve it using any method, substitution, elimination, cross multiplication. Find the values of x and y. And since it's a word problem, you must say, therefore, the cost of one chair is rupees 750. You should not leave your answer as x and y. Therefore, the cost of one chair is rupees 750 and whatever is the cost of one table. Yes.
Ma'am, y is equal to 9.
900, ma'am.
900. Y is 900, is it?
Yes, ma'am.
Shreyas, what are you getting for x and y? What about the others?
Ma'am, x is 750 and y is 900.
Nandini, what are you getting? Still solving, huh, Nandini?
Same, ma'am.
You finished
Ma'am,
solving?
I got x is equal to 750. Yes, ma'am. X is equal to 750, ma'am. I'm working for y, ma'am.
You're working for y. Okay.
Ma'am, I too got y is equal to 900, ma'am.
Nandini, why 900?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh. Okay, so that's about the first one, children. Help yourself in solving the equations. Homework. Take a screenshot of this one, similar to the first one. We'll see the answer in the next class. This one also homework. This is the second question homework. There's the third question.
1 second.
Ma'am, second and third is a homework, ma'am.
Yeah.
1
Ma'am, 1 minute show the second one, ma'am.
Yeah.
Ma'am, can you show the first one?
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Now, I want somebody to say something about the third question. Anything, whatever comes to your mind.
Ma'am, this is special method, ma'am.
Very good.
Special method, ma'am.
Very good. Very good. Pranav and Meera. Very good.
Thanks.
Very good. We have to use a special method because 37 pens, 53 pencils. Next one, 53 pens, 37 pencils. So you will get like 37x, 53y. Other case, you will get 53x and 37y. So special method. All of you must use a special method to solve the third one. Now your question may be, won't we get the answer if supposing I use a cross multiplication method? Will I not get the correct answer? You will get the correct answer. Whichever method you use, you will get the same answer. For a special method sum, you can use any method. But for everything, you cannot use special method. Special method can be used only when the coefficients are exchanged. Special method can be used only when the coefficients are exchanged. But suppose for this one you forget and you use the elimination method, it will be difficult for you. You'll take the numbers will be very large and the calculation will be tedious. That's all. But please use the special method. All right. I think it's time. So class, lower your hands and raise your hands again. Lower your hands, class. Lower your hands. Lower your hands. Tarun Murali and Tarun E. Lower your hands.
Now it is done, ma'am.
Yeah, class, now use the emoji. Raise your hand. Hitesh, Rajeshwari, Taruni, Murli Krishna, Meera, Deepika, Ananya, Tarun, M, Shreyas. Shreyas is there, but you didn't answer when I called out you. Pranav, Nandini, Shreyas. Shreyas in two different devices. Sneha, Harini. All right, children. All right, children. So that's it for today's session. Thank you so much. Good night.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Children, good.